Hello, everyone. Welcome on back to North Dakota Today. A pretty important topic that we are tackling this morning. Whether it's a white lie or a blatant lie, we may all be guilty, but this is a big struggle, especially for your children. Dr. Stephanie Hansen is joining us here this morning to tell us why this really may be an issue. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we're talking about lying. There's songs about it, white liar. I could just go down a whole arsenal of things.
Yeah.
As adults, sometimes we do it to not hurt people's feelings. But let's talk about why young kids may lie.
Yeah. Well, first off, I want to reassure people that if their kids are lying, this is not uncommon. This is super normal kid behavior. That doesn't mean it shouldn't be addressed or dealt with, but I want people to know that if their kids are lying, that's part of normal child development.
Okay, but why is that, you think?
Yeah, I would say the number one reason kids lie, especially school-age kids, is to avoid getting in trouble. They are not very good at seeing past the immediate moment, and so lying is one of the easiest ways for them to avoid criticism or getting in trouble. They don't realize that later on it's going to come back to haunt them.
So would that be considered a little white lie, or what would you say is a white lie for a young child?
You know, kids lie for other reasons too. You know, they might do it to brag. They might do it to, you know, to try to connect with people in a certain way. It's a way for them to experience relating to other people. And so it might not be the most productive way, but they're trying out different ways of interacting with the world.
That's actually incredibly interesting, how their little brains are developing and just trying to relate. So would there ever be a time that you would say a little white lie is okay?
Well, here's the thing. You don't want lying to become a habit for your kid. And kids really cannot distinguish between the white lie and the more serious lie very readily. And so if they overhear you talking to a friend, talking to a neighbor,
which they do,
stretching the truth, which many adults do, that reinforces to them that, well, you know, my parent says lying is wrong, but I saw them do it, so it's probably okay. You really want to reinforce that message that it's important to be honest. The other thing is...
Yeah, I was like, let's hear it.
The other thing, if you catch your child in a lie, don't come down harshly on them. Don't impose severe punishment, because it's just going to make them want to avoid that again in the future. I think using statements like, hey, it's really important for you to be honest with me. I'm always going to be honest with you. That helps us learn to trust each other, and that's the most important thing. You know, talking about that, or talking about the ways in which lying hurts other people.
Is there really a critical age to where it's like this needs to be addressed and we kind of really have to cut it out? Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, well, I think you can address it at any age. And really thinking just for a minute about the reason why your child might be lying can help guide you in your response. But older kids, especially as you get into that middle school age group, early high school, for a lot of those kids, lying has become more of a habit. And you might need to seek some professional help for that, whether that's a counselor or a trusted adult in your life that can help shape your child in breaking that habit.
How important would you say it is for parents to reach out for help if it gets to that point?
Anytime you're frustrated as a parent with your child's behavior, if you feel like you need more tools to address that, they don't come with manuals. And you know, thankfully we have experts in our community that can help us with some of those bigger challenges.
Yeah, and speaking of, how are you doing out at Sanford?
We're doing pretty good at Sanford. You know, we're still riding all the normal coughs and colds and sore throats, but you know, that's coming along. You know, a lot of schools are having parent-teacher conferences, you know, around this time, so we're hearing a lot about kids who may or may not be doing well in school this time of year, but just want parents to know that their child's pediatrician is a resource in those situations.
Yeah, how can folks find more information?
Yeah, just go on our website, sanfordhealth.org. You'll find everything you need on there.
Dr. Hansen, it's always so wonderful to have you and have your insight on mornings like this. This is what we've learned. It is pretty normal for the younger children or children in general to lie, but it's really all about how parents are reacting to that and then guiding toward the future. Okay, thank you so much for your advice this morning. All right, plenty more coming up right here on North Dakota Today. We will be showing you a fun full moon practice right here in studio with a special guest from Downtown Yoga. It's Full Moon Tuesday. If you didn't see it this morning, you might have a chance to catch a glimpse tonight. We'll be back with our next guest.